about half an hour of one of the tapes, and it took her a year
Leo.
to let me touch her again. That's what's on this.
Oh, wait! Hang on! Stop! You don't want to do this! Listen, I've been a good boy! I've been a good boy, please! I've been such a good boy! Don't do it! No!
Mom, tell the lady. Tell the lady I want the nugget. Shh. Mom, tell the lady. Hey, why you not tell her? Hey. Hey, tell the lady I want the nugget.
We are live from Sky Fox 1. Crackhead on the loose. Last seen smoking crystal meth out of a Pepsi can. Drives directly into a tree. Police are surrounding him, and I think that's all she wrote.
Mom.
Hey, dude.
Mom, tell her I want the nuggets.
No.
Okay.
Dear my beloved audiences, today I want to tell you a story, which is called The Watchdog. When Sarah moved into the old farmhouse on the edge of the woods, everyone in town gave her the same warning. Be careful at night. Strange things happen out there. She'd inherited the house from her late uncle, a man she barely remembered. It was creaky, cold, and had clearly been abandoned for years. Still, it was free, and Sarah needed a fresh start. She figured the warnings were just old country superstition. The house came with one unexpected resident, a large black dog. He was waiting on the porch when she arrived, sitting perfectly still, watching her with eyes too intelligent for a regular animal. A heavy iron chain was attached to his collar, and the other end was bolted to the porch. Sarah approached cautiously. "Hey boy, are you friendly?" The dog didn't bark or growl. He simply stared. A rusted name tag on the collar read, Rook. She searched the house for food bowls or dog supplies, but found nothing. It was like he'd been chained there and forgotten. She gave him water and some of her leftover chicken. He ate in silence. The first night, Sarah heard the dog growling. At first it was low and constant, but then it escalated to a series of deep, guttural barks. She ran to the window, expecting to see a coyote or raccoon. There was nothing. Rook barked at empty space, at the woods. Sarah stepped outside, her flashlight scanning the trees. Still nothing. The next morning, she asked the old woman at the general store about the dog. "You mean Rook's still there?" the woman said, eyes wide. "That dog's been out there for over 15 years. No one's ever been able to take the chain off, and no one dares to." Sarah frowned. "Why?" "Because ever since your uncle chained him up, the incident stopped." Sarah asked what incident she meant, but the woman grew quiet. "You'll see," was all she said. That night, Rook growled again, louder this time. It was almost like he was warning something. Sarah didn't sleep. By the third night, she started hearing other things, footsteps outside her window, scraping sounds along the walls. Once the back door creaked open by itself. She armed herself with a flashlight and a kitchen knife. When she stepped onto the porch, Rook's eyes followed her, but his body remained frozen, tense, like he was holding something back. "Is something out there?" she asked. He growled. She shone her flashlight into the woods, where the trees shifted in the wind, but one shape didn't move. It was tall, too tall, and when the light hit it, it blinked. Sarah stumbled backward, heart pounding, but when she looked again, the shape was gone. She locked every door and window, but couldn't stop thinking about the thing in the trees. The next morning, she decided to leave. But when she tried to unlock the gate at the end of the dirt road, the key snapped in her hand. Her phone had no signal. She was trapped. That night, Rook barked furiously. Sarah watched as his eyes glowed faintly in the moonlight. He stood now, chain pulled taut, body trembling, barking into the woods with a rage that shook the porch. Then she heard it, the same footsteps, now circling the house. And then came a voice, not from a person, but from the woods themselves. A cold, whispering voice that said, "Let him go." Sarah froze. Rook growled like thunder. The voice came again, closer this time. "Set him free, or take his place." The ground beneath her feet vibrated slightly, and the walls of the old house began to creak as if under invisible pressure. Sarah looked at the dog. He was snarling now, eyes locked on the forest, body shaking. That's when she realized he wasn't trying to escape. He was holding something back. She backed away slowly, heart hammering. The whisper came one final time. "Choose." Rook barked so violently that his chain rattled against the porch bolts. Tears streamed down Sarah's face as she made her choice. She grabbed the rusted latch on Rook's collar and released him. For a moment, the world went still. Then, Rook leapt off the porch, running toward the woods faster than any creature she had ever seen. His body moved like shadow, like smoke with muscle. And from the darkness of the trees came a howl, not from a dog, but from something ancient and furious. The trees bent backward. A wind unlike any wind swept over the house. Screams, inhuman and piercing, echoed into the night. Then silence. Rook returned an hour later. His mouth dripped something black. He limped, and his fur was torn. But he returned. Sarah stepped outside, still trembling. Rook collapsed at her feet, tail wagging once. The next morning, The air felt cleaner. The birds sang. Sarah found the iron chain burned into the grass in the shape of a spiral. The forest no longer felt threatening. Whatever had haunted the woods was gone. She nursed Rook's wounds and built him a new bed by the fireplace. He never left her side after that. Weeks passed. Sarah returned to the general store. The old woman stared at her in disbelief. "You released him," she said quietly. Sarah nodded. The woman smiled, sadly. "Then it chose you." "What do you mean?" The woman simply handed her an old newspaper clipping, yellowed with age. It showed a photo of a much younger Rook chained to the same porch. The headline read, "Dog Saves Town from Forest Massacre. Owner Vanishes Without a Trace." The date? 23 years ago. Sarah's uncle hadn't died. He had been taken, and Rook had waited for someone new. If you like this video, please leave a like and a subscribe. It will really help our channel grow. But if you don't like it, then just skip it and don't forget to check out our other videos. Thank you very much and goodbye.